Hello everybody, welcome to me Fit and Lean. If you're new, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to make a short video today, folks. I just want to talk about the recent events, of course, that happened recently when an assassin tried to kill our beloved Donald J. Trump. And I just want to talk about how Donald Trump, what he did, and what I was proud to see, not only the hand of God that saved his life, but also how Donald Trump demonstrated authentic masculinity. You know, Donald Trump is the most Chad of Chads that ever chatted. He is the most manly, masculine president America has ever had. Did you all see how he handled after he was shot in the ear? He didn't whimper, he didn't stammer, he didn't say platitudes. He got up there, he got up after he put on his shoes and he shook his fist and he said, "Fight, fight, fight." Now everybody saw that, and what I really impressed upon me was this is the demonstration of authentic masculinity for everybody to see. It's not smoking your pipe, you know, it's not wearing your SS uniform, it's not talking about hoes and thoughts and hoe math and all that. That's not it. That's not it. What Donald Trump showed was biblical, authoritative, decisive, strong, independent masculinity. And that's what he showed after he was shot in the ear, in a bullet grazed his ear, and a bullet went through his jacket. And he just was tough till the end. He's a tough cookie. You know, he's a tough cookie. He's from New York. But he's a tough cookie, and he handled it like a real man. And what I thought was wonderful is that the world saw that. The world was shown that real, authentic masculinity is not dead. Despite, them trying to turn us into soy boys and making us drink plastics and having plastics go into our gonads and getting us to be barren and not be able to have children and making us all into sissies and all that. Despite all of the programming, we are shown that yes, Donald Trump is an older man, he's a boomer, but he demonstrated that what real masculinity looks like. All these people LARPing on their YouTubes with their pipe smoking. Oh, I'm a real man. I'm sitting on a bale of hay, smoking a pipe. Talking about masculinity. Oh, I'm a real man. No, Donald Trump. None of that. Donald Trump is what we should look up to as the demonstration of true masculine behavior. I cannot imagine anyone handling that situation in a better way and a more manly, masculine way than Donald J. Trump. I'm sorry, George Washington, but yes, Donald Trump's a little bit more manly than you. Sorry, Thomas Jefferson, but you're a fruitcake compared to Donald Trump. I don't think they could handle it. Donald Trump just demonstrated that he's in control. He had such masculine, just oozed manliness, And even at his age, he's almost 80 years old, and he still has it. He's still got it because he's a giga Chad. He's a Chad, and he's bad. And he showed the world we don't need, to hell with this feminism, new age platitude. This is what we crave. This is what we need. We need manly leaders, not wimps. Not little wimps. And Joe Biden doesn't cut it. He's just, but Donald Trump that's what really impressed upon me, and that's what everyone should watch. If you want to see a real man, if you want to see what real masculinity looks like, watch Donald J. Trump and how he handled being shot at, almost killed. Of course, the hand of God, he acknowledged God, but he got up and shook his fist and said, "Fight," and he handled it so well that's what we need to see. That's what we need. We don't need a pansy leader. And the last thing we need, folks, is a lady president. That's the last thing we need. We need strong. We need strong, independent. Just the most masculine of men is Donald J. Trump. I never thought I would see that from Donald J. Trump, but I have to say, yes, he is the most manly of men. And so that's what we need to, that's what young boys need to look up to. Young boys need to look up to Donald Trump. All men of all ages need to look up to Donald Trump as the role model for how we should handle life, for how we should handle people that try to shoot at us, and people that belittle us, and people that treat us like dirt. Well, Donald Trump's been through it all. And you know, folks, I've been shot at myself. Yes, I was almost shot and killed when I was singing at a music festival. Someone had a gun down the street from me, and shots rang out when I was in the middle of a song, and someone said, get up on the ground. I wanted to finish my song, but luckily they caught some ghetto thug did it. But so I can relate a little bit to what Donald Trump went through, but of course I did not have the, folks, you should have, let's just say I did not ooze the masculinity that Donald Trump did that day. So I think, long story short, folks, we need that. We need the world to see what being a real man is. You want to see a real man, look at Donald J. Trump. He summed it up in a nutshell. You know, all these LARPers, all these Pipe Cottage or whatever his name is, all these people trying to, none of it is organic. He's organic. Everything that came from Donald Trump came from with his masculine strength that he had on that day. And I think that's why I was so thrilled to see it's not dead. Masculinity's not dead. And that's what we need to because in that event, even though Donald Trump is an old man now, people around the world have seen that picture of him. I'll show it right now. See this picture here. People around the world have seen this picture, and that's the portrait of a real manly man. And it's still there. We have it still there, even after all this programming of 32 genders and murder, basically destroying our children with hormones. We still have a semblance left of real manhood there. So anyway, folks, just a little bit to share with y'all. I just want to share with you because I'm doing this sort of a men's wellness channel, So I'm just sharing my thoughts on if you want the definition of manhood, look at Donald J. Trump right now, and that's what you need. Thank you all for watching. Go to my website at meanscout'splace.com, and remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today. Bye bye.